Hungry for some fish pudding? If so, today we are going to be talking about conquering the mind and why it is essential for you to do so. So, our minds are constantly working against us with things like self doubt, overthinking, limiting beliefs. Surprisingly enough, majority of these patterns of thoughts come from forces outside of yourself, such as your family, friends, the media you're consuming. You're basically being programmed by the world around you. And unfortunately, the world around you loves to use negativity for clicks. My YouTube feed is just covered in negative videos. You go on the news, you just see negativity all the time, and it's very draining. And most importantly, it influences your thoughts in a very negative type of way. I mean, it's no wonder why Gen Z has some of the highest depression rates and has serious mental health problems. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, just be positive all the time or just don't consume negative content or don't feel bad because that's just toxic. Negativity is a part of life and you should be able to consume negative content from time to time, but what I'm going to talk about is keeping your sanity while doing so. So, first off, you have to reconsider anyone in your life who is rooting for you to fail, anyone who has nothing good to say about the things that you're doing is not your true friend, and they're going to get into your head. Now, this can be difficult because sometimes you've grown attached to people, you've known them for years, they've been your friend, or they're even your family. But at the same time, if that is the case, reduce your time with these people because these people will influence your thoughts in a negative way. If that is their baseline energy, that's what you're going to receive from them. And that's how you're going to end up feeling after talking to them. Next off is just spend less time on your phone. I know that can be very difficult speaking from self experience, but if you get off your phone, get off all technology, and just sit there with your thoughts or go on a hike or anything like that, you will feel very refreshed afterwards and you'll start getting more in touch with yourself. And this is very important because what you can do during this time is you can actively repeat things in your head to yourself over and over again. And that influences your subconscious because your subconscious is basically everything that you consume over and over again. It leaks into your subconscious mind. Now, a great example of something negatively affecting your mind is a lot of modern music. I'm not saying that older music doesn't have this as well, but when I was in high school, everyone would listen to certain rappers over and over again, and they would be rapping about the most vile things ever. They'd be talking about money, having sex with people casually, violence, how great they are, just very degen, egotistical things. Listening to these kinds of messages over and over again will train your brain to think about these types of things, and these things will never actually fulfill you. And it just brings a lot of negative comparison if you aren't living that kind of lifestyle. And it just leaves you feeling empty if you actually are living that kind of lifestyle. So, really be mindful about what you're putting into your ears. Personally, I like to listen to more optimistic, happy music, but at the same time, there are some catchy songs that are pretty negative. I'm not going to lie. But just be mindful on how much you're listening to it. And if you are going to consume that kind of content, just make sure that you're also listening to positive words in any sort of way or fashion, be it music, a podcast, people around you, even telling yourself positive things will have an impact on your subconscious mind. Words are so much more powerful than anyone gives them credit for. The words that I'm saying to you right now are influencing you in some type of way. Another thing you need to be doing is you need to incorporate some sort of mindfulness practice into your life, be it mindful walking, focusing on putting yourself in the present, mindfulness meditation kind of practice where you're sitting there just seeing your thoughts arise. Because that's the thing with these thoughts, guys. like I was saying at the beginning, they're not original to you. They were implanted in your head, and you have the ability to either listen to them or not listen to them. You are the observer of your own mind, and you have the power to influence the way that you think, no matter what. And it is a lot easier said than done. It is a process, trust me. Like I still have my days where I'm doubting myself or thinking negatively, but you just have to continue doing these things to farm the more positive thoughts into your head, and eventually you'll create the life that you want to be living. So to summarize, a lot of the negative thoughts that you think are not your own, they're not original to you. They were implanted by a lot of the things that you consume and just society in general. It is very negative. We're hardwired to focus on negative things. And you have the ability to really rewire your mind and take the power back from this world that you cannot control. The only thing that you can control yourself is your mind, your thoughts, and your emotions. Now, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Leave a like and subscribe if you did. There's going to be so much more content coming out just like this about a variety of different topics. And if you didn't like it, leave a dislike and tell me why in the comments. So please come back next time for another heaping serving of fish pudding.